We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he slings one that's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, tried to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
To throw is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He can't get him down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Taylor to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Now Taylor. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On first down, this is Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw on second down is Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's go.
From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton now on second down. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On second down, here's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Taylor. The deep ball for Dotson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Completes it right side to Dodson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
It's Geis on the counter, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Two jet.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Play action. Now Taylor. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Newton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On second down, here's Newton. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone happy about 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Taylor. Forced out to his left. Tyrod Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
ball. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make it.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And here come the Redskins now. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Now Taylor on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Off to Geis on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton steps away to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down. Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Newton now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw on second down is Newton. And it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Gun. Right here. On the ball.
On 1st and 10, Newton being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
That's right now.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Singles. Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. Slow. SOS.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Taylor to throw.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Z. We got three. Z.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the catch, it's Crowder. A good pickup there, a 22. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Forced out to his left. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Strong right. 4 down.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a run with Geis. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Taylor. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time. Why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor going to throw. Steps away to his left. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Z. You got three down. Z.
Taylor to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Taylor being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on, and now the ball game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Washington, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
To the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence for my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the king. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Can't no travel, can't clean it with the beat, dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, the machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I said life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead places in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience in the penny hoe.
Go over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You're my prisoner. You do what I tell you to. Get over here. Who's going to get that?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.